the day 3, 4, 5, and 6 of the Iran-Israel war. Uh, we know that the war was started on the 28th of February 2026 in the last month, and today is the seventh day of the war between Iran, Israel, and America. And we have to analyze the third, fourth, fifth, and sixth day of the war. We will first uh, provide the information and details of the events that has been done in these 4 days. Then we will analyze these events. When it comes to the day third of the Iran-Israel war, Iran launched large waves of ballistic missiles on Israel and also drones. And the drones and missiles struck near Tel Aviv and central Israel, and many of those were intercepted by Israeli defense system, and only few of those struck the buildings, and there is no large number of the casualties of Israeli citizens. And strikes were also directed at U.S. military bases in the Gulf. This is the third day of the Iran-Israel war. Iran also attempted to show it has strong retaliation capability. So Iran launched large waves of ballistic missiles to show that Iran has the strong retaliation capability. When it comes to the day 4 of the Iran-Israel war, Israeli it marked the Israeli air superiority. Large-scale air strikes were made by Israel, and targets included missile launch sites, air defense systems, and command centers of Tehran and other military sites. Israel also targeted Hezbollah in Lebanon to prevent another front to open for Israel. When it comes to day 4 of the uh, Iran-Israel war, U.S. naval forces at the same time also attacked the Iranian military assets in the Gulf. And Israel focused on destroying Iran's ability to launch missiles by made by doing such kinds of strikes. Okay, this is the day 4 of the Iran-Israel war. We are discussing the day 3, 4, 5, and 6 of the Iran-Israel war. On day 3rd, Iran launched large waves of ballistic missiles and drones. The drones and missiles struck near Tel Aviv and central Israel. Many were intercepted by Israeli air defense system, while few of those were stricken towards the buildings, and there is no large number of the casualties of the Israeli citizens. Strikes were also directed at U.S. military bases in the Gulf, and Israel and the U.S. Were unable to intercept their air systems were unable to intercept the ballistic missiles of Iran, and Iranian missiles also struck many air bases of the U.S. and completely destroyed them. So Iran attempted to show it has strong retaliation capability after launching these ballistic missiles. Okay, together with it, we will also reply to the comments. Okay, thank you, Malik Zahir. Okay, this is the third day of Iran-Israel war. When it comes to the fourth day of the Iran-Israel war, it marked the Israeli air superiority. Large-scale airstrikes were made by Israel, and targets included missile launch sites, air defense systems, and command centers of Iran, including Tehran and other military sites. Israel also targeted Hezbollah on the day 4 of the Iran-Israel war. We know that this war was started on the 28th of February 2026, and it is continuously happening, and this is the day 7th of Iran-Israel war. So we are discussing the day 4th of the Iran-Israel war. Together with this information, U.S. naval forces at the same time also attacked Iranian military assets in the Gulf. On the day 4 of the Iran-Israel war, U.S. naval forces also attacked Iranian military assets in the Persian Gulf. Overall, on day 4 of the Iran-Israel war, Israel focused on destroying Iran's ability to launch missiles. We know that Iran has a large number of ballistic missiles and other hypersonic missiles. So Israel is continuously focusing on destroying the Iran's ability to launch missiles. So Israel is continuously targeting the missile launch sites in the sites in the Iran. Okay, this is the day four. This was the day four of the Iran-Israel war, and when it comes to the day five of Iran-Israel war, uh, the war expands across the region. So it didn't remain bilateral. On the day fifth of the Iran-Israel war, the war expanded over the across the region. So it expanded towards all the Gulf countries or the Middle Eastern countries, including Saudi Arabia, Qatar, Bahrain, also Iraq and Lebanon, etc. So this was the fifth day of Iran-Israel war when many countries were being involved in this war after Iran launched a large number of ballistic missile strikes in the Middle Eastern countries on the U.S. Military bases, including Qatar, Bahrain, and Saudi Arabia. In Qatar, Iran attacked the Al Ubaid Air Base, which is the largest military base of America in the Gulf region, and it is also being reported that the air defense system, the radar system ANFPS 132 Block 5 of the US has been destroyed in this missile attack. We will discuss it later in a detailed video how this defense system, how this radar system was destroyed by Iranian missiles in the Qatar. So this was the fifth day of the Iran-Israel war when war expanded across the region. And it didn't remain bilateral between Iran and Israel, but many countries were involved in it, including America, uh, Qatar, Bahrain, Saudi Arabia, Lebanon, etc. Because Israel also attacked Hezbollah and Lebanon, and to prevent another front to open, so Israel attacked Lebanon and Hezbollah. Okay, this marked the fifth day of Iran-Israel war. When it comes to the sixth day of the Iran-Israel war, uh, it, it this day marked a continuous missile and air war. Uh, Many sites were targeted by both countries, including command centers, missile platforms, and air defenses. So both countries exchanged missiles, ballistic missile attacks, and also the targeted sites included command centers, military command centers, missile platforms, and air defenses. So the main targeted areas, their targeted sites were missile launch systems, military command centers, and air defenses of the both countries. So this is the information or details of the third, fourth, fifth, and sixth days of Iran-Israel war. We know that this war started on 28th of February 2026, and Israel and America launched a joint attack on Israel, and reports showed that the supreme leader of Iran, Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, was killed in this attack. After it, Iran started retaliation, and Iran launched a large wave of ballistic missiles, and many were intercepted by both countries, including Israel and America, because of the radar system. And when it comes to the AF, ANFPS radar system of Israel, of America, it is being reported that it has been destroyed during the missile attack of Iran in Qatar, and according to Qatar reports, about 65 missiles were launched by Iran, and 63 of those were intercepted, but two were not intercepted. And out of those two which were not intercepted, one just hit the Al Ubaid Air Base, and it completely destroyed the radar system. That radar system provided aid in thought system and also the Israeli defense systems. So reports show that that has been destroyed. There is no complete confirmation about it. Okay, thank you, Malik Zahir. Thank you. If you are new on this channel, please subscribe the channel and like the video. Okay. So we are continuing the analysis of the day 3, 4, day 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th of the Iran-Israel war, and this is a summary of the details of the events of the 5th, 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th day of Iran-Israel war. Third day marked the retaliation of the Iran by ballistic missiles, and Iran launched large waves of ballistic missile strikes on Iran and on Israel and America. In America's targeted sites, including the military bases in the Gulf region. Iran attempted to show it has strong retaliation capability. Okay. Fourth day marked Israeli air superiority because large-scale airstrikes were made by Israel, and many of the uh, sites of the Iran were destroyed by Israel, and the targets included missile launch sites, air defense systems, and military command centers. And the Israel also targeted Hezbollah on the day 4th of the Iran-Israel war. U.S. naval forces at the same time targeted attacked the Iranian military assets in the Persian Gulf. So this was a joint attack by America and Israel on Iran, and overall the situation was critical for Iran because Iran suffered a lot, not only as physical pressure, but also the infrastructure was destroyed by the Israeli and America's attacks. Okay, Israel focused on destroying Iran's ability to launch missiles because we know that Iran didn't have the nuclear power capability. So Iran has a large number and large scales of missiles. So Israel is continuously targeting the missile launch sites of Iran, so that we know that Iran has many variants of the ballistic missiles and other missiles, hypersonic missiles. So Israel is continuously targeting the missile launch sites of the Iran so that it may reduce the retaliation capability of Iran. On fifth day, war expanded across the region, and Hezbollah in Lebanon were also Hezbollah in Lebanon was also delved into this war because Israel attacked Hezbollah in Lebanon to prevent another front to open for Israel during this war. So, what was the main strategy of Israel? Israel focused on targeting the military sites, missile launch sites, command centers, and the air defenses of Iran. This was Israel's main strategy during this war. And when it comes to the strategy of Iran, Iran retaliated with a large scale of ballistic missiles and hypersonic missiles. And it's one of the most important strategy of Iran was to prevent to to open another front for Israel and America. And this was done by Hezbollah in Lebanon because Israel targeted Hezbollah in Lebanon to prevent another front to open for it, and this marked as a plus point for Iran because it provided aid to Iran because another front was open for Israel, and the attention of Israel was divided between the Hezbollah, Lebanon, and Iran. So this was the Iran strategy during this war, that another front was made open for Israel, and that was Hezbollah. So these were 4 days events of Iran-Israel war, and we just summarized it in a few points, and let's discuss the overall summary of the 7 days from day 1 to day 6. We will discuss the day 7, 8, and 9th in the next video, or maybe we will analyze the events day wise, not sure, but this is the analysis of the day 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th of Iran Israel war. Now we are going to discuss the summary of this 6 days, but before it we are going to answer the comments in a while. Okay, Malik Zahid, thank you. Okay, Wasif Altaf, okay, he is asking about my qualification. What is your qualification? Okay, Wasif Altaf, I am, you can say I am a student, but I am interested in it. Okay, thank you. Wasif Altaf again, बस करो बस इतनी अच्छी इंग्लिश मत बोलो. Okay, thank you. Okay, Wasif Altaf again, अस्तगफिरुल्लाह, इंग्लिश की ऐसी की तैसी कर दी. कोई बात नहीं वासिफ. Okay, we are going to discuss, we are going to summarize the 6 days of the Iran-Israel war now in few minutes. Starting from the 28th of February 2026. Iran was attacked by Israel and America. Israel and America made joint attack on Iran, and it attacked many command centers and the presidential offices, official offices, and the supreme leader of Iran, Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, was killed during this attack. This is the report of the many official channels across the world. So on day 28th February of 2026, a major development for Israel was to kill the supreme leader of Iran, Sayyid Ayatollah Ali Khamenei. After it, Iran started retaliation. On March 1, Iran launched a large wave of ballistic missiles towards Israel, and it targeted many military sites together with the military bases of America in the Gulf region. On day 3rd of the Iran-Israel war, Iran attacked many military sites again in the Gulf region, and Iran also claimed that it has been destroyed the Al Ubaida air base in the Gulf region, and also the radar system deployed in it, ANFPS 132 Block 5. Iran claimed that it has been destroyed, this radar system. This had many specifications. We will discuss it in another video, but we are now discussing the summary of the 6-day events of the Iran-Israel war. Okay. On day 4, the war was continuous with the missile exchanges with the air superiority of Israel in the area. Okay, Israeli air superiority was marked on the day 4 of the Iran-Israel war. Large-scale airstrikes were made by Israel on Iran targets, including the missile launch sites, air defense systems, and command centers of Tehran and other sites. Israel targeted Hezbollah on the same day, on day 4 of Iran-Israel war. On the same day, U.S. naval forces also attacked the military sites, Iranian military assets in the Persian Gulf, and this marked a huge amount of disadvantages to Iran. Okay, Israel focused on destroying Iran's ability to launch missiles. We know that Iran has a large number of missiles and its variants because it has no nuclear weapon, but it has a large variety of the ballistic missiles and hypersonic missiles, including Fatah, which is hypersonic missiles, and also Khyber Shikar missiles. Okay, one main thing that is very important to discuss is that What is the name of the operation started by Israel and America, and in retaliation, the operation that was started by Iran, what was its name? Okay, Israel and America started Operation Epic Fury, and in response of it, Iran started as a retaliation the Operation True Promise 4. And in Operation True Promise 4, there has been 16 to 17 phases, and Iran is continuously launching missiles to destroy the military sites in the Gulf region of the United States of America, and also the Israeli military sites. It is also being claimed by Iran that the radar system ANFPS 132 Block 5 of the Israel had been destroyed. Okay, of the United States have been destroyed. uh, okay, those people who are commenting, if you are new on this channel, you can subscribe the channel if you want to stay updated on the during the war, and if you want to get updates during this war, you can subscribe the channel if you want. Thank you. This is not a new war. We know that Iran and Israel are continuously stuck in this situation, that they continuously exchange the attacks between each other, and it has strong ties with in history. This war was actually started in 1979, and after it, both countries exchange attacks on each other, and also Iran supports the many proxy groups in the Gulf region, including Hezbollah and Gaza. Sorry, okay. Uh, so Iran supports many proxy groups in the Gulf region, and the main ones are Hezbollah and Gaza. When it comes to Hezbollah, Hezbollah means the troops of the God. Okay, uh, a group of people who fight for the God, the Muslims' God, Allah. That is the meaning of Hezbollah. Iran is a Muslim majority country and a Shia Muslim majority country, and Israelis are Jews. Both countries exchange attacks on each other, because Israel is continuously attacking Lebanon, Iraq, and Gaza, Palestine, Western Union. Okay, Israel started attacks on Gaza, and Iran retaliated it. From day one, Iran is against Israel because of this reason. Uh, because of this reason, Israel and America made joint attacks on Iran, keeping in view this reason. Iran was attacked by both these countries, and Iran was attacked by America and Israel. And then Israel was attacked by Iran, which means Iran retaliated the attacks of America and Israel, and Iran launched a large wave of ballistic missiles in Israel, targeted military sites, command centers, and defense systems. Iran also targeted the military bases of America in the Gulf region, and also it has been reported that the radar system ANFPS, remember the name ANFPS 132 Block 5 of the United States of America, has been destroyed. Reports are showing, and Iran also claimed it. While Qatar also claimed it, that Iran uh, launched the missile attacks on Al Ubaida Air Base, in which the radar system was deployed, and 63 out of 65 missiles were intercepted, while 2 were not intercepted. Out of those 2 which were not intercepted, one struck the military base, and it hit the radar system and destroyed it. This is the statement of Qatar, and Iranian media is also claiming that it has been destroyed the radar system of America in Qatar. Many countries across the world showed their reaction during this war. Many of these countries condemned the Iranian Israeli attack on Iran. And said that it is totally against the international law, and it is not good for the sovereignty of Iran. These powerful countries, for example, China, Russia, and North Korea condemned the Israeli and American attack on Iran. Okay. This was the summary of uh, the day 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th of Iran-Israel war. So we analyzed the 4 days of Iran-Israel war, starting from day 3rd to day 6th. We also discussed the summary of the 6 to 7 days, starting from 28th of February 2026. On it, the initial strikes were made by Israel and America. Joint attacks were made by Israel and America on Iran, and after it, Iran retaliated with ballistic missiles and hypersonic missiles, targeting the military sites, command centers, and air defenses in the Gulf region. Israel and America also targeted the military sites in Iran, command centers in Iran, and also US naval forces attacked Iranian military assets in the Persian Gulf. Together with Iran, Israel and America also targeted Hezbollah in Lebanon, and also Iraq. In Iraq, there was one person died due to the strikes by Israel in Iraq. The war has been expanded across the region. This war didn't remain bilateral. It has been expanded across the region, including Iran, Iraq, Israel, America, Qatar, Bahrain, Saudi Arabia, all the Middle Eastern countries. Many countries, for example, North Korea, Russia, and China, condemned the Israeli and American attack on Iran. We will discuss it in another video in detail. What were the reactions of international media and also the most powerful countries of the world uh, during this uh, during this attack of America and Israel and on Iran. Many countries, in a single line, I would say that many countries condemned the attacks on Iran. Uh, okay. This was the summary of the 7 to 8 days of war, and this war is not stopping. This is continuously increasing and increasing. We will discuss all the events, maybe day wise, or like this 2 to 3 days in a single day, and we will analyze the details of the events during all these days, or the day wise. So those people who commented, thank you very much. And if you are new on this channel, subscribe to the channel, and so that you may remain updated during this war. Thank you. Okay.